So it's been a while. I haven't uploaded in kind of a long time. I've just been busy. I got sick. There was a holiday that came up. And I've just been busy with life in general. So today I thought it would be appropriate to do some skincare. Today I am going to be doing a Korean skincare routine. The products that I am going to be using are not Korean. They're just like from the store, but the steps are from a Korean skincare routine. But first things first, you guys, I want to thank you for 225 subscribers. I honestly didn't even think that I would ever get that much subscribers before quitting. I thought that I would lose steam before I even got 100. And I'm really happy that it's not going the way my pessimistic mind thought it would. I am a little bit disappointed in myself for not starting this earlier. I don't know, I feel like what was stopping me, you know? I guess I was just like all up in my head about it, thinking that I didn't have the right equipment, I don't know enough about editing, I wasn't pretty enough. That was actually a really big thing. I kind of think that I'm ugly. Honestly, if I could go to Korea and get everything done, if I had the money for that, I would get everything done. But I would probably go way too overboard and people would start calling me like a Gangnam Beauty. Have you guys ever heard of Gangnam Beauty before? I'm almost out. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Gangnam Beauty. Gangnam Beauty is a term that I first heard of when I was watching a K-drama called My ID is Gangnam Beauty. That show did a really good job in kind of portraying, I think, how it would feel to be a Gangnam Beauty. Like, you already did so much to like make yourself look beautiful and it's still not enough. But let me explain what Gangnam Beauty is first before I keep talking about feeling bad for them. Gangnam Beauty is a term for somebody who has done a lot of plastic surgery to achieve a conventionally attractive look. It's not just somebody who has had a lot of plastic surgery, because a lot of people in Korea do get plastic surgery. It's somebody who has had obvious plastic surgery, so they look artificial. This is a derogatory term. This is for the nighttime, because it's nighttime right now, but in the daytime, I use a different toner, milky toner. The reason why Gangnam Beauty and that term really interested me is because Korea is known as the plastic surgery capital of the world. They make up about 25% of all plastic surgeries being done in the world. Plastic surgery is actually so common that 1 in 5 people have had plastic surgery in Korea. In fact, people get them as graduation gifts after high school. So when somebody is like 18 or 19 in Korean age. I totally get why a lot of people in Korea want to get plastic surgery. It's very competitive there. It's gonna sound crazy to you guys, but looking beautiful and how you look does play a part in the hiring process over there. As in, if you put in a job application, they'll ask for a photo. Because so many people in Korea are qualified, they go into like the next step. If everybody is good at the job, what are they gonna look for next? And I guess it's beauty. I don't typically do this, but look at my lips right now. There's so much like loose skin that I am going to do that. I can't talk during this part, so I'll speed it up. Aside from the job market, there's also a lot of societal pressures. You guys know that they're kind of the standard of beauty. When somebody thinks of a beautiful Asian, a lot of times they're thinking of Koreans. I don't subscribe to that. I'm just saying that typically that's what people are doing. I'm gonna put chapstick on right away. Oh, and if I'm not looking directly at you guys, it's because I'm using my front camera right now. So I'm like looking at I'm using it as a mirror. I am actually way too short for my mirror. I have to tiptoe. So I'm taking advantage of the camera being here. Korea is heavily influenced by pop culture. I'm sure you guys have noticed that they kind of all want sort of the same features, maybe in like different flavors, but definitely still the same. I should just do four. Heavily influenced by obviously, K-pop, K-dramas, and everything. So what they typically look for is like that sharp, cute button nose. Is that contradiction? Sharp and button nose. Well, they want it to be buttony. They even like will draw on like that circle, but they also want it to be like high. Maybe it's not a contradiction. They make it work. They love the V-shaped jaws. Double eyelid surgery is very common there. Everybody wants to get rid of their monolids, which don't do that. I mean, if you really want to do it, but monolids are so cute. I think that they are adorable, and I know that I am not the only one. A lot of people think that monolids are adorable. And also, I think another reason why plastic surgery is really popular in Korea is because of how easily accessible it is and how affordable it is. If plastic surgery was as affordable and as accessible where I am right now, oh, you bet your bottom dollar I would be getting so many things done. Especially now, I can see myself aging. There's nothing wrong with aging, Danji. You gotta get over it. Everybody gets older. Okay? You'll use your serums and that'll work, hopefully. But if I could, I would. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I can see all of the wrinkles now, and it's... You guys will see all the products that I use. I'm definitely self-conscious about aging. And aside from like societal pressure and like jobs and stuff like that, a lot of people also be getting plastic surgery in Korea because of how crazy lookism is over there. Their lookism is like America's racism. It's actually so much of a problem that like there's a lot of movies and TV shows in Korea that bring it up. There's even a whole TV show on Netflix called Lookism about a boy who is ugly, but then he can transform to being attractive, and the difference in how people treat him. That's kind of the main story. Just wants to show the Korean culture and how big of a problem lookism is over there. People really be treating you differently. People on the streets will treat you differently just because you are more attractive or less attractive. I do believe that Korea's lookism problem has a lot to do with a practice that they have been doing for centuries, and that is called Gwansong. Now, Gwansong isn't exactly like about how attractive maybe it is, but it's basically like palm reading. It's not inherently about like how attractive somebody is. They're just seeing like the harmony in your face. This practice has been going on forever, for like even in like the olden times, where somebody will read your face to decide whether or not you'll have good fortune. They'll look at your features and that will decide your future. I believe that that plays a huge part in Korea's Lookism because they have been judging appearances forever. It's become normalized. It's actually become like tradition to judge somebody's life based on their looks. So it's not that crazy that nowadays, Lookism is very rampant over there. What does this have to do with Gangnam Beauty? Well, like I said, it is a derogatory term. And people say this to somebody who has had plastic surgery in a place that has a lot of plastic surgery, like almost everybody there has had plastic surgery. But I guess when everybody looks beautiful, they're going to look at anything else. But I do find it really hypocritical. And here's the reason why people who have had very obvious plastic surgery now are getting ridiculed. And that is because there is like a new wave of natural beauty happening, but before you guys are like, oh, that's a great thing, it's not really natural. They want like no makeup. So it looks like you're not wearing makeup, but you're wearing makeup. They want no plastic surgery. So they do want plastic surgery, but not obvious plastic surgery. So now that this natural wave is happening, people who have done like the big lips and like the really tight faces and stuff like that, they're kind of being looked down on, even though everybody be getting procedures over there, like who cares? But yeah, so now they're being ridiculed for getting procedures at a time where something else was popular versus what is popular now. And honestly, what I think of that is stop. Let's actually redefine the term Gangnam Beauty to mean somebody who is like super sexy living in the Gangnam district. Let's make Gangnam Beauty have nothing to do with somebody's plastic surgery, because these people that you guys are making fun of, they're the pioneers of this. They are the ones that started all of the plastic surgery craze in the 2010s. And they are the reason why surgeons now can make your face look so freaking natural, because they have had all this practice and trial and error with our predecessors, the Gangnam Beauty girls. They are the ones that have paved the way for everybody else to look supernatural. I don't mean like Supernatural, the show, but your beauty is supernatural. So yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to talk about today while I did my skin, is how amazing Gangnam Beauty is. Like these girls, they're baddies. They were the OG baddies. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing making fun of the OG baddies? Right? But I have noticed, though, it's not just in Korea, the natural look. Everybody is kind of like dissolving their fillers in the West as well. The natural is the new thing, but it might not be the thing tomorrow. So again, let's not be hating. As long as it works for them, as long as they still rock it, and as long as they're happy, you shut your mouth. Okay? Okay. In the morning, I accidentally used my morning one. This is what I was supposed to use. We all make mistakes. In the daytime, I would also put on some sunscreen as well. But it's nighttime, so I'm not going to do that. Are you guys still watching? Well, I hope you are, because there's a last step It's not for the skin. I am so sorry that this video took so long. I know that I already apologized. I didn't want to be somebody who started a YouTube and then just like lost steam and then the YouTube just died. I want to actually like post things, you know? I also want you guys to follow me on Instagram. I don't think I have any followers, and I'm not going to upload anything unless I get more followers. I'm going to upload my first picture at 30 followers? I don't know, but I'm not gonna upload to nobody. That's weird. So follow me on Instagram. Anyways, I am tired. It's actually nighttime here, even though I use the daily cream. So I'm gonna go to bed. Goodbye.